Good day, fellow investors, and welcome to another episode of Espresso with Sven. It's late night, so it's tea with Sven tonight, but I have a great comment received from Philip, who asked, Sven, what would you do if you were 20 again? If I would be in my 20s, and in this discussion I really wanted to give a few points that I thought about. Okay, what would I do and what would my advice to those that are 20 or those that are in the initial phases of life? I'm now 37, so I passed the 20s, and here we go. The first of the 8 points that I want to discuss is that when I was a teacher, I have seen thousands of students that I worked with on a daily basis up to 23, 24 years old. So I know the situation every 20-year-old is in. And the biggest thing, the biggest block that I want here really touch on is move. Don't be stuck. There is a lot of you that don't move away from your parents' house, from, I don't know, from your country, from your city, and that's a big, big detrimental thing for your life. What I did, I lived here in Croatia, and my salary as a teacher was exactly this, 700 euros. Then 6 days before I turned 30, so there is hope, 6 days before I turned 30, it was the 13th of September, we moved to the UK, and that experience, first learning English, I didn't speak properly English, I thought I did, I didn't, and that first experience, finding a job, trying to get a job, not giving up, getting a job at Bloomberg first, then looking how it goes, I said I didn't want just the corporate ladder, I want more, so I looked, okay, where can I get good money for what I do? I just finished my Ph.D, so I went to the Netherlands, and there, from 700 in about a year and a half, I went to 3,500 as a teacher. If I didn't do this move, not just the money, if I was a professor, university professor in Croatia, it was not just about the money, it was about teaching in Amsterdam. I learned so many things there, and having all the connections and everything, and the world's going on there. I learned so much, and that's my message also to all of you. Go where, of course you're paid more, but you're paid more because the level of knowledge is much higher. And when you're close to the fire, you get warm. And when you're close to the fire of knowledge, whatever your passion is, if you like theater, go to the West End. If you like tech, go to San Francisco, go to Berlin, see, learn. And that knowledge over the long term is the big, big factor that will change your life. So get off your ass and move, and that will have amazing consequences on your life, because you'll have a better perspective, a wider perspective. And if that's all I can give you from this channel, then I have done my job. Secondly, when you start looking around and everybody says, okay, but the competition in London, it's terrible. I think that there is no competition. And if I would say something, the second point here is there is no competition. My friend contacted me. He was 18, 17 when he did that. He wanted to work for me. He even started working for me. We all did a video somewhere there where I introduced him. He was 18 back then. We started working. He wanted to do marketing, improve my CEO, do all my videos, do marketing across Facebook, across this, across that. I wanted to focus more on my research. I didn't like the marketing idea that much. If I kept him, I would have made 10 times the money I made over the last 2 years. But it wasn't a fit at my moment in my life there. He went on doing his own things, search engine optimization, advertising, and now he's doing e-commerce, something, helping other businesses, and every week he sends me, oh, I helped this e-commerce business increase sales 5 times, etc., etc. And I'm always looking at this kid of 20 years, how is he now with all his equity investments in e-commerce sites, how is now a multi-millionaire? and it's just he's reading the F manual. That's it. If you go and read the manual, read the Google AdWords, read the Google search engine optimization, read how to make YouTube from YouTube, you have all the answer and all the competition evaporates. That's all you need to do. No more competition. Just read what you have to do. What are the steps? Do them. Find a little bit of creativity and everything is solved. You just need to push the extra effort, add the extra effort. It's now close to 10 o'clock here and I'm doing that at 37. I'm pushing the extra. Okay, I'll do another video. I'll share, I'll prepare, I'll edit the videos. I'll go sleep a little bit later, but tomorrow morning is Monday and I'll have everything done. I can focus on the research, focus on my job, and this is just the extra. And I have been doing that extra all my life, and the benefits, the returns compound over time. So really try to do the extra if you can. Number 3, recently I read something about, okay, we have to go to basics, back to the basics, and then the professor said, no, we should never leave the basics. And the basics in life are pretty simple. Charlie Munger says, don't do drugs, don't get into AIDS situations, and don't race the train to the tracks. Similarly, don't do stupid things in life, think about what you do, and you do very well. You'll get to a position where you are well off. Just a few smart decisions, you're well off. When you're well off, then the sky is the limit. If you look at all the rich people around, Jeff Bezos was a Goldman employee, he had the money. Bill Gates, great family. Buffett, great background. Zuckerberg from Facebook, all of those people had great backgrounds that they were already well off and then they exploded. And if you can create a position in yourself life, okay, now I'm well off, you can do that by lowering your spending on stupid things, which is a lot of what young people, exuberant people do, then that well off can really spike you and compound for the long term. And when it comes to investing, it all starts with saving. Now is the time to think about, okay, investing, but also not that much saving. You don't need to be frugal in life. That's something that I'm completely opposed of, but I'm just thinking, okay, how can I make more? Think both, think more, and you will find ways to really enjoy your life. Spend and live large. I have lived large. I have spent a lot of money. I wish I spent more money in the past. That's something maybe you would not expect from me, but I wished I would have spent more, traveled more with my wife. So that's something that I regret a little bit, but it's not that I couldn't have done it. I could have done it if just I would have added more. Not went to London 6 days before my 30th birthday, but 6 days before my 22nd birthday, and I would be where I'm now, just 7-8 years younger, and that would make a great difference. If you have the basis, a good life, some savings, then you can take opportunities. You can take the opportunities. We went to the Netherlands. I regret also not buying a flat in London. If I had bought a flat in London with a loan, and then a house in the Netherlands. I'll put a video in the link of the description on what we did with the house in the Netherlands, but we took the opportunities that were coming. In 10 years, you will get 3-4 such opportunities. You take advantage of those opportunities, and that's it. Stock crises are common, happen. We have seen one in March. You will see another one sometimes in the future. And if you're young, then you can take advantage of those from real estate, from low interest rates, from whatever. There is no rushing. Opportunities will come. Wait for them to come to you and just take advantage of those when you can. To take advantage of opportunities, you need to keep your feet wet. So you need to have a stock market portfolio. Even if you don't feel like stocks are too expensive now, just have a little bit, follow it, and then you'll always compare with 4 or 5 key pillars that you're interested in life, be it real estate, be it small businesses, be it something. Okay, this is now really great investment, I don't know, a cottage in Hertfordshire or something like that. And then you pull the trigger. Over 10-20 years, when you're 40, you reach a level, okay, I did well in life, I can now start enjoying, I enjoy the family, traveling, etc., etc. And that's what I do. I hope this motivates you. I cannot tell you what you should do. I'm just giving you ideas. And if you like these ideas, if you think you're getting value, please click that like button, because that compounds for the YouTube algorithm, which leads to the next step, which is the power of compounding. You start with small amounts of money. You work, you add to that amount of money. You compound the investments, you compound the money you're adding, you by having more salary, getting more business, doing better, being more valuable, adding more value to the community. And that compounds not just at 10% per year, even more. If you add money and that compounds at 10% per year, you start with, let's say, 10,000. In 7 years, 10% a year is 20,000, but you added 20,000, so you have 40,000. And then you do it again, you add 40,000, you allow the 40,000 to compound. Again, those double. Now you have 160,000, then over again 7 years you have 700,000 or something, 2.8 million in 21, 25, 30 years, because then compounding gets on, and then it's even more and more. And in 20 years, when you're 20s, in your late 30s, you find yourself a millionaire, you enjoy life, you see everything is possible, and you still have 50 years of youth ahead that you'll enjoy wonderfully and greatly. And I'm happy to share this great life with you. Thank you all for that. Which leads me to the final message: really enjoy life. Really take out of life, seize the day, carpe diem. Take out your opportunities, because we have just one life, so don't be frugal, don't sacrifice, but try to go forward and get more. Get more. How can I get more? How can I put more into the bucket? Not prohibiting the bucket from spilling. Do more, and simply try within the flow just to build some fundamentals that lead to something great, that compound over the long term. Be it knowledge, firstly knowledge, invest in yourself, and when that knowledge compounds, the money will come. But in that flow, in that enjoying life, moving, don't be stuck in a place or in life, that builds a strong stream of knowledge that compounds anytime, anywhere. If I take my friend, and if he, I don't know, if I put him in any other environment, in 3 to 6 months, he'll come up on top again. And I think also, if, I don't know, YouTube gets cancelled and whatever I do gets cancelled, in 3 to 6 months, I can restart. I have the energy, I have the knowledge, I can be an accounting teacher, do classes. That will be really great and actually fun. So always think in that way. Life is abundant. That's the message I want to give you. There is an abundance of everything for you. It's not limited, it's unlimited, from money, from knowledge, from anything. And I hope that motivates you. Thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments what would be other ideas for our Tea with Sven, in this case, that we can discuss. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.